welcome to Above Deck, a below deck breakdown podcast. I'm Sarah Goldman, a photographer and former marine biologist living in Charleston, South Carolina. With me is my college roommate and co-host, Kelly.
I'm Kelly Busby, an executive assistant and former radio host, coming to you from my home studio in Columbus, Ohio. Together, we hosted the Socks with Sandals radio show on WFAL in Bowling Green, Ohio, and we are back again this week to discuss Below Deck and our love of all things Bravo. Today, we'll be discussing Below Deck Season 12, Episode 10. Some like it stilly.
Here's your recap. Kelly with a Y is escorted off the boat and taken to land. The triangle with Jess, Solène, and Barbara continues as each pair talk and try to figure out what's next. An afternoon at the beach leaves members of the crew wondering if Kyle's actions helped or hurt their tip. Kelly, how many shackles?
I gave it 8. It wasn't
Mhm.
as good as last episode, but this
How
was
could you
still
beat
pretty
that?
good. Yeah, there's no way to beat that one. So it's a good episode.
Yeah. So Kelly's escorted off the boat by authorities, and Helen goes with her.
And Kelly with the Y had a lot to say. And not that it made any sense, but she had a lot to say. And
Hmm.
I was really sad that Helen felt she needed to go with her. I mean,
Yeah.
it just says that speaks to her character that she's,
Hmm.
cares about her friend, but still, I was bummed.
Yeah, I was bummed that she was missing out on that part of her vacation, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was a safety issue. They need to make sure they got her like into a hotel room and
And
didn't
lock the
leave.
door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, as she climbs into the tender, she's still talking about the banana boat.
All
I
I
just
wanted to,
want to go on the banana boat.
when you have your heart set on something and it's just taken away from you, it
Yeah,
hurts.
I feel that way about like pizza. The crew tries to regroup after all of the shenanigans, and they still have guests on board after all.
I
Um,
know.
it sounds like two of the guests have dated Kelly in the past, maybe Frank
Hmm.
and Brian, but they both say she's not my girl. Like no one wants to take any ownership over this person.
Brian said, I don't date train wrecks.
Good plan, Brian. Tonight is Cowboy night.
Hmm.
And I enjoyed the crew commentary while they were all getting dressed up.
Yeah,
Solène puts on this low-cut shirt and she says it looks like a picnic blanket, which it did in the best way. And she
yeah.
wonders, like, is it professional? Fraser says, no. And then she says, I am the cow that gives the milk to the cowboy.
How about Fraser going through the outfits, holding up my bib jean shorts from 1993 and
Hmm.
saying, who's going to wear this? And cutting to Damo, rocking them like they were made for him.
Damo
His
loved this
American
scene.
accent. Well done.
Yeah, really good. I was
Well
like, wait,
done.
where's he from?
Yeah.
Barbara is giving Jess the silent treatment, and I totally get it.
Yeah.
Jess then vents to Solène about how she treated Barbara poorly, and Solène only hears one thing, you like Barbara. So
Right.
she tells Jess, you can go back to sleeping in your own bed. And it's just bizarre to me that Solène would be upset about this. She was making out with Damo. She's been making out with everybody. And she keeps saying, I don't care. Like, I don't care about anything.
Celine's facial reaction when Jess told her about what had happened with Barbara. And then she said, I am a situation. How is it possible that she likes someone else? And, and then it's implied, like, and not just me. This woman, seriously, like, wow.
She continues to amaze me. At least she does say funny things like she's the cow that gives the milk to the cowboys. Like, that's funny. But that's all she's giving me at this point.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
So
much.
by the way, this is day one of the charter. Still on day
No
one.
way. Is
They
it
flashed
really?
that up on the screen and they're like, first day of charter. I was like, I'm exhausted. We're 2 episodes in. It's crazy. So before dinner, the charter guests are smoking cigars. Everyone's saying they didn't want Kelly to come, like in the first place. And
Hmm.
Brian calls Helen to check in and he says, send your white trash friend home and just come back here.
I mean, he just said what we were all thinking.
Yeah. Barbara and Solène have a chat while cleaning cabins and smooth things over with each other. And Rainbow is right. All the girls have just fallen out at this point with each other.
And it's so strange, isn't it? And I'm not sure it's ever been this way before, where like everybody's just all the one gender is just over it.
Hmm.
They're all over everything, everyone's over everyone. And Solène just cements like the thought that everybody's over each other by telling Rainbow, "Oh, I'm not saying you're nice. I'm saying it's nice to go to bed." Like,
Just
what a brat.
rude.
Rude.
Golly.
Yeah.
Okay, why is there that much red lipstick all over the boat, including inside the toilet bowl and underneath the cushions?
But how,
What was going
how,
on in there?
what is happening? What is going? And then cut to the guest sitting at the dinner table with very red lipstick on.
I'm sorry. If you can't like keep it on your lips and like a tissue, you're not old enough or responsible enough to use it. Well, dinner goes well on the plus side, so that's good. The next day, Helen rejoins the charter in the morning, and she has thanked Captain Kerry multiple times for the way he handled the whole situation.
Yeah.
And she says Kelly is safe, but she will need therapy. That's, of
Yeah.
course.
I think Helen's going to need therapy too. I am glad she's back. I hope she
Yeah,
gets to enjoy the rest of her
I hope
vacation.
so. Well, she
I think
does. The crew arrives at Happy Bay Beach to set up for the beach picnic. And now this crew knows how to do a beach setup. We've seen
hmm
some really abysmal ones, and this really looks great.
And a very, very beautiful beach too. Like how stunning. I appreciate Jess's detail to rake the seaweed out of the sand. That is a level of detail that is off the charts to me.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Well, it probably smells bad, so
Oh, that's true.
nice.
I just don't like it touching me, but that's
We have pickleball, we have frisbee. Guests are enjoying the water, and Helen says, "Is this a nude beach?" And then she just takes her top off.
her, man. Do it. Her hair covered everything.
Yeah, that's true.
It worked out.
But she wants Kyle to hold her while she's in the water, like a baby. And Damo says Stilly is either making our tip or losing our tip.
Okay, I think she had the right idea, having Stilly hold her the whole time while in the
Yeah.
water. I would do that. I like
But
how the
would you
camera
do it
though.
topless?
No, no, I would probably be in a full like burkini, but whatever. Um, I did like though the camera just kept dipping a little bit below the water line, a little bit below, just to keep an eyeball on things.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that's funny. Do you think Helen and her husband have an open relationship, or is he just super laid back about whatever this is?
I don't know, but this is just weird. Like to each his own. To each, that's
Yeah.
fine. But I'm just,
I like
yeah,
that. I mean, I like that he's cool with it. So
yeah,
whatever. Okay.
yeah.
So after lunch, she goes back to her topless raft, aka Kyle. And Kyle said she kept moving his hands over her tits.
Look, I believe this. I believe that she was instigating everything. I do. I think you notice when he came out of the water with her the first time, he gave her a hug and he was very careful about his hand and arm placement, just
Hmm.
kind of like way up by the shoulders. And then when he came out of the water the second time with her, Damo and Fraser were telling each other to check for, well, let's just say they were using different euphemisms that would
Hmm.
allow you to tell if things had happened in the water. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it at least PG-13.
Good job. Good job. Okay, back to the boat. Solène is not really in a hurry to greet the guests. Barbara's calling her, like, get down here, like the boat's right here. And this just really pisses off Barbara.
I think at this point, I would just push Solène into the water. Like, figure it out. She's
Mm.
just being a brat right now. And honestly, like, should Barbara be so sing-song nice to her? Like, oh, pretty please, can you come and help me? They are approaching, so by all means, move at a glacial pace.
So annoying. The next day, Helen and one of the other ladies fall asleep on a couch out on deck, and Frank offers them vodka or tequila. Frank, they need sleep and they need water.
Yes. Man, they were conked out.
Yeah,
I I want to sleep that good. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna feel rough when they wake up, but
I'm
that was
sure.
a heavy
And I
sleep.
think they're still in their bathing suits and like there's sand and I would have done everything I could do to get to my cabin, take a quick shower and like get into that bed.
Cold sheets.
Oh yeah, crisp. Anthony is preparing an eight-course tasting menu for tonight. This is the lingerie themed dinner with Captain Kerry.
What's he gonna
And
wear? That's what I was
well, it
thinking.
turns out he just wears his captain's uniform,
I
which is
know.
smart.
That's all right.
Anthony has his head in the game, like he's laser focused. He's going to make this a great meal.
I am so proud of him. He's organized, and you could tell he's in the mindset because the amount of times he says MFers, it grows exponentially when he is like in the mood,
Yeah,
in the moment and in the mood. So
yeah,
it's very funny to me. I don't know.
yeah, it's cute. What would you wear for a lingerie party?
Ooh, I was thinking about this. I don't know, I was thinking like satin or silk jammy pants and like a button up, like a
Hmm.
matching set, just kind of like oversized and I don't know. Ooh, or a robe that's like very flowy, very like
Ooh,
1950s.
yeah,
It
I
has
like
like
it.
the feather boas around the trim.
Yeah, ooh, I like that.
That would be
I
fun.
was just thinking I want to be comfortable and
Yeah.
I don't want to be hot, so I'll just go
Oh
like
yeah.
old lady nightgown, like just
Oh,
a nice silky one, like Golden Girls situation.
I like it. I know. I think we're both thinking like Golden Girls.
Yeah. You're more Blanche, maybe I'm more Dorothy, but yes.
Oh,
Jess tries to talk to Solène and tells her she cares about her keeping her job on this boat. And Jess says, or no, Solène says, I would prefer if we don't talk. So this is really changing things for Jess. She's not into the drama and the
yeah.
hot and cold of it all with Solène.
Solène is so freaking cold. She's
Hmm.
just heartless. She doesn't care. She just wants the screen time. And not only that, but while being sexy. She doesn't care the screen
Absolutely.
time she gets on while she's working. She wants it when she's, you know,
I think
dancing or
Solène has
whatever.
no soul.
Ah, very nice.
The preview shows Jess trying to patch things up with Barbara and
Yeah.
Kyle making out with a woman on the beach, but it's not Helen, as some articles would have us believe. It's a
Yes.
girl with blonde hair that he meets at the
Yes.
bar. So this is the first time
Interesting.
we've seen exactly like this much of this scene.
And he is lit. Like he is gone.
Oh, is he? I didn't really pay attention to
Yes.
that. Oh,
Yes.
Kyle. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, the next episode looks like we'll find out if Kyle banged a charter guest and if he will get fired. They've been teasing that since before the season started.
So what do you think? What are you thinking?
I think he did not. I mean, the charter guest that they're wanting us to believe it would be Helen, but
Right.
I don't think it went any further than what it did on the beach.
Yeah. I think you're right. I don't think he dropped anchor with her or any guest, really. I
Yeah.
don't. So, unless a twist, the
Hmm.
girl that he makes out with on the beach
Yeah.
is their next charter guest.
Could be.
How would he know? He wouldn't know.
Yeah, unless, yeah, if the next charter is like a short charter, that could have, I don't know. This
Just
is
a,
going to be interesting. So,
oh, all
but
right.
gosh, they've been dripping this along all season and
It better
we're
be good. It
finally
better
about to
deliver.
find out.
Yeah.
It's time for our segment, Fraser's Phrases. Kelly, which of these was your favorite this week?
Okay.
Number one, there might be a slight amount of hope that this will increase our tip. That hope is like very small, though. Number two, I'd like to take him for a ride in my tractor. Number three, I went to a rodeo once. It was basically cows, fat men, and barbecues.
Where's the lie?
I
I'll go with number two. I'd take him for a ride in my tractor.
like it. Let's take a break and we'll come back with Hot Tub Combo. We are supported by BetterHelp. Let's talk numbers. Traditional in-person therapy can cost up to $250 per session. That really adds up fast. But with BetterHelp online therapy, you can save an average of 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury.
Online therapy can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. Seeking therapy is an actual sign of strength. It takes courage to acknowledge when you need help, and it's time to take steps to improve your mental health.
BetterHelp is also super convenient. You can join a session with just the click of a button, making it easy to fit into your busy life. If your therapist doesn't feel like the right fit, no worries. You can switch to another one until you find someone you really connect with.
Your well-being is worth it. Visit betterhelp.com/above deck today to get 10% off your first month. That's better, HELP.com/above deck. It's time for Hot Tub Convo, where we discuss what's happening with our favorite below deck cast members.
So, Kelly, Captain Glenn posted a photo of himself and deckhand Johnny, the
Yes,
deckhand from Down Under that was fired. And Glenn delivered this 50-meter sailboat from Ibiza to Greece last week. And then he met Johnny on the dock, like just randomly. So
fun.
that was fun. And then in the comments, of course, people were asking, like, will we see you on Sailing Yacht? What's going on with Sailing Yacht? And he
Yeah,
responded, yep. So to me, I mean, people took that as like a green light, like Sailing Yacht's coming back.
yeah,
We were worried. So maybe that means
yeah.
they found a boat and they're making plans to film. So
Maybe that was the boat.
maybe so. Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
50
Johnny's going to
meters.
be on that boat. Let's just start the rumor mill. Like, let's just get
Yeah,
it
let's
going.
just get it going.
Okay. Captain Jason was sailing with Colin on Parlay recently. The last we saw, they were in Indonesia, so we aren't sure where Captain Dreamboat met up with them, but I'm sure we'll be staying tuned for that YouTube video.
Yeah, as soon as that YouTube video comes out, we will mention it and post a link. So that's
Awesome.
exciting. We talked about Natasha on that show First Dates last week, and
Yeah.
we have a comment from Laura who's able to watch this show.
Oh,
She said First Dates had an American version, which was narrated by Drew Barrymore. Did you know that?
no.
That sounds
Well,
great. On the
interesting.
Natasha episode, Laura said she did not talk about Chef Dave at all, but her
Mhm.
date did look like him. I don't know if you saw one of those clips. There was definitely
Yeah.
some similarities.
Yes, very much so.
And she also said Holiday in Handcuffs is an ABC movie with Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. Set at Christmas, she abducts him and makes him pretend to be her boyfriend.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, Tony Genius loved your idea of Holiday in Handcuffs for
Yes.
his next movie, his next Christmas
Yeah.
film. So on the next episode, Natasha goes out with a prison officer and they decided to go out on more dates. So stay tuned.
Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah, this is kind of a call to action to our listeners and friends. So we want to encourage our LA listeners to go to Chef Marcos's restaurant, Oh by Marcos Spaziani. It's in downtown LA at 819 Flower Street. His business has been hurt by the curfews that were in effect, and it's taken a while for business to pick back up. O has 5-star ratings on Yelp and a 4.9 rating on Google. Sarah can tell you his food is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Below Deck family, we really need you to help us support Marcos.
Yes. And I think he's going to try to plan a below deck event at the restaurant to
Fun.
help. So that's maybe in the works. So as soon as that gets planned, we'll try to get him on the pod to talk about it. But I wish I lived closer. I would love to eat his food like every week. It's so good. And I just drool over the pictures on Instagram. I'll put a link in the show notes.
Awesome.
Hugo and Jess on Watch What Happens Live, this was last week. They both looked hot. They looked really good.
Amazing.
And Hugo said in his 10 years of yachting, he has never had a guest that had to be taken off the boat like
No
Kelly.
way.
So that's pretty wild. Jess and Hugo said the Kelly situation was even worse than what we saw. She was really going after Captain Carrie,
Oh
like
my
like
gosh.
big time. Like
Ugh.
mostly verbally, I think, but just crazy.
Yeah, that's
Um,
not good.
Andy asked who they are friends with from other seasons, and
Hmm.
Jess said she knows Zarina from Down Under, and Hugo said he is good friends with Joao. So that's kind of
You
funny.
won't hold that against him.
Yeah, exactly. It's time for our segment, Join Me in the Wheelhouse, where we decide who needs to see Captain Kerry for a stern talking to. Kelly, this week, who are you going to call to the wheelhouse and why?
Well, I want to call Solène, but I'm tired of calling her because she just lives up there now. So I'm going to call Stilly or Scottish or Kyle, whatever we're calling him today, because he could be in trouble. And he is putting, he's making all of us like freak out a little bit because he could be in trouble.
Yeah, we're worried.
Bad
We're worried in
Kyle.
the previews. Hopefully, we're wrong.
That's
Hopefully, we're
right.
wrong and everything is well. So, well, that's it for this week's episode of Above Deck. Thank you to our team at Hurrdat Media, especially Brock. Thanks to all of you for listening. Please subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to tell a friend about us, and please rate and review us 5 stars only.
Please follow us on Instagram at Above Deck Pod, and you can email us at abovedeckpod@gmail.com. And you can watch our episodes on the Hurrdat Entertainment YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Kelly Busby.
And I'm Sarah Goldman. There are only 103 days until BravoCon. We'll see you next week.